Quarterfinals, so here we go. Faze taking on players Inferno. Mirage and Overpass as a decider. Twist gonna lead the way up Banana early, hiding in the corner at the moment. Hobbit, Nafany, and Inters with a three-man stack at the top of Banana. Want to control that on the pistol round. Slow and measured and quiet from both teams as Twist starts kind of creeping out, seeing what he can find. A little bit of utility, two smokes, flash and Molotov for Brokey and Kerrigan.
Inters waiting at the top of the Banana position, has Hobbit and Nafany along with him, so this does mean Shiro and Exile are completely alone over on A. And because they're playing pit side, not a quick rotation. We know pistols can commonly go through the CT wrap based on how close the engagements are. Sometimes it's a split-second decision just on how things go down at Arch. So this could catch them, depending on how the mid approach goes for Faze.
Yeah, this defense with these USPs, if they miss a couple of shots, if these Glocks are able to close the gap without taking too many losses, this defense they could crumble very quickly. Axel and Shiro are going to fall back into the bomb site. The B player is going to start to push up. That flank is going to be coming in. It's going to be at a nice timing, but they need to hold off a little bit longer.
Yeah, this is a big flank because, again, they went all toward the Arch side. They didn't cover off for, all toward the pit side. They didn't cover off for Arch. They couldn't run back the other way, but the kill's still going the way of Faze. It's Brokey, Kerrigan, and Twists. And Brokey, for those wondering, is not the Iceman. He's the Latvian laser. We all know that. Rop's going to try and laser toward the apartments right now, but Hobbit has that instead on the silenced USP, and Hobbit hardly scathed from that with 62. Will get flashed inside of the pit to try and clear further positions. It's both inside of the site for Faze. Twists the high HP player at this point in time, 100. And a kill already to work with. Needs to work off Brokey's positioning. Needs to try and get this into a situation where he can bait out the shots. He's done that. Reloads required. The USP with only the 12 bullets. Brokey's going to catch off Hobbit. Twist comes back out and Hinters gets nailed. And then went against Heroic immediately after.
Well, they got to get a tough route here as well. There's this match. The winner of this plays up against Navi in the quarterfinals. So that's not going to be any kind of fun to try and progress through it. Good opening kill from Hobbit. That's an SMG getting the frag onto Twist. He's got 22 health. Nafany down to 44, but they'll take the man advantage. Shiro and Exile again alone at the A bomb site, but Inters is on a rotation. However, with that 5-7, the distance is going to be a problem. Smokes as well to make any kind of hit disjointed or put out any kind of Molotov that's going to land in his face.
Shotgun Shiro. That's known now. Can't hit the first shot. Does follow up to catch Kerrigan, but not enough damage done as he heard the first shot and opened the gap so that he could get the shot and rotate because he's got a smoke in front of him at top middle as well.
Oh, there's a stack though. Molotov might bust it up. Inter's gonna fight in the flames, bring him down. He knows he's gonna die eventually. Good kills. Good setup so far from players. They've handled it well and they never saw Exile coming. Be in the hands of Brokey. Up in the hands of Shiro still, obviously, and he's back towards the A bomb site. In fact, he's getting aggressive. Rain could shut it all down, though.
Oh, good push from Rain. Exile couldn't land a shot. Inters will follow it up because, again, there's two players in one position. Make that a third because here comes Shiro down the bottom of the stairs. He'll catch out Rops and get away with Rain killed. Thankfully, they got that kill because Shiro would have been a dead man as well.
They've got to make this hit happen right now. They've got to do it before anyone rotates back. Kerrigan knows that. He knows they've spotted two towards the other side of the map. Twist, Kerrigan, and Brokey trying to find the entrance. Boost it up. Good trajectory from Twist.
Nafany, though, still trying to dance around this smoke. They can't get the kill. They've got to plant the bomb. Oh, for CT. That kill came in. That's Twists that went down, but bomb still to be planted. I thought it was the bomb planter, and I was going to say, with the smoke gone on CT, this becomes very awkward, but they'll get it on the ground. So now the utility matters not, the positioning matters more. Brokey's going to get blinded off. That's an unfortunate flash that he just didn't see with the scope being in the position that it were, and Kerrigan down. They know he's likely to be the back of the site. They'll Molotov off at the pillar, but they've got to cover around on Emo, and he's locked in the corner. There's no chance they don't double peek this. He can hear them running in. He's pre-scoped. He's anticipating the jump. He only gets one, and that's
to make any kind of a hit at the A bomb site comfortable. Not enough utility to negate those crossfires that could be there, so drop one in CT spawn, see if you can get a bit fortunate. Might need a God flash.
Oh, shot out Shiro. He's forced back between oranges one. That baits them in toward Nafany, though. Good shot, Rops. Gets the return, and Rain knew where Shiro was gone, so the Deagles come out flying again. Hobbit only managing one back. Rops has the AWP picked up, and it's a 2-on-2. Faze busting into the B site.
Oh, great shots from the Deagle, but I think players are going to want to play that one differently if they could go back in time. Unfortunately, they've got to get through the op in Rops' hands. He's very low. This time they don't have all the utility in the world. Exile, Molotov, and HE grenade. Brokey's going to look towards Ruins, and he's taken down one-on-one. Rups, the only one, and he's got it.
Gonna go back over toward Banana and join his teammates. He's got Rain with him. This is gonna be a B hit. 42 seconds.
It's got to be a great hold as well. There's no utility, there's no kits for the players rotating from the A bomb site, and Shiro has no armor, so they're gonna want to hold this off if Nafany and Hobbit can't be impactful here.
Pushing forward. Good shot from Rops. Nafany drops. They need to be aware of Hobbit, though. He's the one that went missing in the back of the site after the opening kill. Kerrigan never saw where he was shot from, so he was able to rotate back out quickly. He gets the boost. He gets 3 in the round in total, and that leaves us with just 2 Faze players, but they're ready for the rotation. No shot landing. Brokey can't catch off the first player on rotation, but he nails Exile. Hinters will slide up further and try and get inside of the chapel. But look at this play. Okay, I thought they were going to counter boost the smoke. I thought Rops and Brokey were going to try and catch off one more. Instead, they'll fall with the AWP back to Banana, and I don't think they're going to go for this. They don't have kits.
They don't have it. I think Inters is just...
Oh, that's a big miss.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, that's just a risky play from the M4 as well. They had to do 2 of those, right? Even the play just took plenty of footsteps. There's the counter utility from Nafany. Still has 1 smoke to work with late in the round. 35 seconds when he deploys it. That'll take us to about 15 seconds, and FaZe might want to bust through this, and indeed, I think they will. Nafany, oh, a little bit blind. One's gotten past him, one's gotten very past him. And into the B bomb site again we go.
Expect to go there every single round all game, and with Hobbit being a little more aggressive last round, they put some early smoke down this time, and FaZe is just going to try and play A instead.
Comes the utility. Shiro's going to have a decision to make. Exile's burning. He's got 1 kill. That's Twist to go down. Kerrigan lurking on Rap side, but there's 2 players here. You shall not cross this for sure. Good frag from Nafany. 3 versus 5, but Nafany and Exile are low. It could get thinned out and evened up pretty quickly.
So the drop smoke to allow them further out the doorway at apartments, but it gives Exile a bit of a one-way through the carts. He fires, though. That gives his position up. Rops knows he's now directly underneath. The damage already done. He makes no mistake in collecting what Twist had started, as Rops will flash out toward the graveyard as well, just to make sure sight is cleared. Smoke still down on Moto. They can't get fully around the corner toward Inters, but now they will. Brokey up close. No mistake on the AWP. Taps the plant to see if he's safe, and then has to try and hold it this time and rely on Rops to cover the angle. Flash goes out. Moto not blinded by that, and Rops, or excuse me, Brokey rather, still aware that that's a possibility. I don't know if they're going to be aware that Hobbit has gone for the flank. So they're trying to triangulate this. They'll set up 2 toward the lane, and the 1 at Moto to wait. Rops is staring here. Does have some indication, but Shiro's found him directly, and now the AWP in the side all by himself. Nafany's already lurked out from the library.
Picked up from players. Everyone's flush with cash. 2 kits as well. 3 players at the top. Banana. You wanted a bit more control from the CT side, Matt. You're going to see him try and attempt it at least here. Good nade onto Nafany. Utility is out late. They want to activate Hobbit out in the open. Twist gets caught. That's a great sequence from players, and they control Banana.
Definitely something that they've been after. Banana control. We knew there had to be a change eventually, and Kerrigan's going to work his way in, has no idea he is a dead man. Hobbit already sneaking forward. The aggression is catching them off because they have not seen it throughout the entire half. So a 2-man advantage to work with now on the player's side.
Exile just above Shiro playing anti-flash. Oh, so blind. That's awkward. Good shot. Exile as well helping him out in Boiler. Tense. It's just Brokey in the 1 versus 5, so players look to string 2 together.
Brokey firing the AWP as well. They know he's at bottom mid. Shiro waiting for that smoke. Aware that they could go through it, so his crosshair wide off the wall.
They want to attack Rap side. There's going to be contact here when the smoke fades. Rain and Kerrigan close by.
Nafany's with him as well. He's not actually on top of the pallet, which a lot of players will go for with having a different angle, but Shiro gets the first shot. Nafany overextends, but Inters comes back around to take out Kerrigan. They need to trade underneath of the atrium, and just barely Brokey gets that shot before they can fall away. Rops nearly caught off with a re-peek. He's spotted. That gives away the positioning of Exile.
Hobbit's very aggressive. Hobbit's very aggressive. That's a huge win. Gap in the smoke. Drop the Molotov. Fall away, Hobbit. You're playing with death. He's playing with fire as well, and that's going to keep him safe for the moment. Tucks himself Back into the dark corner. Down mid we go. Rops looking for the flank. It's Exile who gets picked off. Oh, players overextending a little bit, but Shiro, he can stop this. He can put a stop to this with his ult, but you can't miss. Jumping shot, and he doesn't. So much accuracy. Rops has a chance for a 1 versus 2.
He was actually lagged on that one, but he was already low HP. Rops is stepping up again. Hobbit's the B player, so he knows it's got to be a rotation, but where does he come from? It's not going to be CT, but Rob's still looking that direction. Needs to try and find better ground, and rather than sitting and resting in the site and letting him control the angles, he's going to take matters into his own hands, all the way up to Graveyard, using the Vespa, using the headshot angle.
Good individual heroics. Hobbit picked off over the smoke. Shiro's gotten here. Nafany's got here, but a missed shot, and they have no one inside the bomb site. Players have to at least consider for the moment, if they don't get any kills here early on of this post plant, might be time for another save. As painful as that may be, Nafany looking over coffins, he goes down, and surely that's the signal. Surely that's the one that says, we don't want anything to do with this fight anymore.
Holding fine line on that gap. Smoke goes out. They tried to peek into it, couldn't get it done. Enters. He gets Kerrigan, but that's after in which Shiro went down, and Rob's now pushing toward the tree. Good flash, but he has the lineup already there. Enters. Cannot get anywhere. Exile. I'm proud of you.
Well done.
Molotov will cover off the CT connection. There you go. It looks just like an afro on top of those barrels. But Banana again for Faze to work with. Nade as well is going to bounce off the mid corridor. Off of Dracula's house. There's a house that's yellow in an alleyway just like this in Sighișoara, Romania, if you want to look that up. And it was Dracula's house.
Cool.
That was where he was born into.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
With Matthew Trivet.
Yeah.
Exile just peering to the left of the hay cart. Looking for a cheeky frag. Nade should chuck down Rain pretty decently, and indeed it does. Down to 33, that's actually spot on. However, with Twist lurking in Banana, 4 players from Faze are lined up to make this a very effective hit. Flashbang from Shiro actually blinds Inters and prevents him from peeking with it. That actually might scare Faze away from this hit, and indeed, they're falling back. They feel a lot of pressure. They're hitting a great timing as well. Players actually feel the pressure even more. Nafany's pulled all the way over. Twist and Brokey are getting this started. Hobbit has no help. He's just got to chill. He's boosted up. Opening kill for Twist, peeking at long range. The AK is going to win that fight every day of the week. So will the op.
Under him more often.
Yeah, they obviously have no idea he's there, though. That very easily could have gone the other direction. I think they were actually activating. Twist was calling for the flashbang to turn around the half wall, and it was just a little bit late.
Shiro holding top middle this time. Rain is staring in that direction, but backing off. Rop's already inside of the apartments, and he'll start working up. He's just going to go for picks inside of the site. Exile is at the pitch. Shiro, good shot to start it off. Exile follows that up and falls back to the balcony. Rops knows he's there, but then would still have to bypass the site. Not with that lovely smoke in position, and he can now elevate himself above it as well. But as he drops in, he's spotted. Now they both know he's there, and he still gets the lineup as he tries to chase the player of Inters going inside of the site. He gets the free kill on Shiro, who walks out in front of him, and that means Brocky's now got Inters. It's falling apart.
Gross.
Oh my God, Rob Nafany's head explodes in front of his eyes with a single click of the AK. It's all on Hobbit again. Another 1vx that Hobbit's going to be thinking, how the hell am I in this position? And Brokey's got his number this time, 11-4.
Against him, and I think that's part of the reason why we have such a spread scoreline. 11-4 lead. Faze got a lot of rounds to play with, but it's not done just yet. We'll see if they can... how well they can call against this defense. They just got a masterclass in it. Nade takes a little shot. Nade coming out over the half wall, but backing up his Exile to avoid any real damage. Twist and Rain to defend. Kerrigan has a flashbang. Here it comes right now. It might just be perfect. Actually, there. It's great. That's wonderful stuff. Twist with a double kill, and he's got Shiro right through the edge of the board. That's the bomb down.
Sick round. He didn't even take any damage yet. I should say he does get a bullet from Nafany, but he delivers one far greater in return.
As well.
Did I see that rightly at the end of that? No, okay, so he was just shooting the M4 away. I thought he took the ammo out of it and then shot it down to bait them with it. That would have been incredible, but that was obviously after the round. Here, pick up this weapon and with your pistols, and then realize when you go to shoot it, you're out of ammo.
That's why you're gold Nova, Matt.
That would be next, right? Like, look, hey, I'm going to just, in the chaos, I'm going to shoot this empty M4.
Yeah.
He's going to pick it up thinking, ooh, we can get him, we got a rifle, and then I'm going to bait him with it.
That's one of those things, just you're using your brain too much on that one.
Yeah, I know, Counter-Strike's just too simple for me. What can I say?
Yeah, when you've got a brain like yours, it's tough sometimes.
I know. See, in my world, gravity's two-directional.
Kerrigan's close up. Down Banana, can have that fast flank. Wouldn't risk a whole lot with an SMG if he picks his time right. Rops and Brokey wrap side waiting for the smoke to fade. Nade is gonna come in and, ooh, misses its mark. Misses its mark just a bit. They're coming right at this. Rops is blind. Attention taken away. He somehow recovers in time and gets both. I have no idea how that works. I don't think players do either, but what are you supposed to do from here?
Die. Exiled will at least put Rops down finally. Shiro knows there's more around the corner. Good flash, can't do it. Brokey's there instead. Didn't anticipate the second member, and the bomb is now firmly in the possession of Faze. No one covering off pit side, but they do have one more back in the site. That, of course, being Twists at this point. And it is all on Inters. They know he's there. They bait him out. C5.
I wonder, with this kind of health, if Kerrigan just shifts back to the A bomb site and they just gamble it, preserve the money. That's exactly what's happening. You could see him slinking off back towards CT spawn. So players, they might be able to get a freebie. Kerrigan will stick around to spam through smoke with his fingers crossed if that gets put down. But this is looking like it's got a player's victory written all over it.
Kerrigan. Ready for the cross, not ready to fire off fast enough. Does recover though and absolutely nails Inters.
Yeah, Rob's got someone on the other side of the map as well. That's the lurker, so the retake is on. Like, even with the HP, Faze is like, yep, we're gonna go for it. We're going for this all day long. And Rops gets to have a little bit of fun. All of his players on low HP, you have to expect the low HP guy's gonna go in first after Rops clears these angles. And it's just time for Rops to bait the hell out of everyone, which is always a good time.
Nafany's going to push through smoke, but Kerrigan's missing. He's already inside of the ruins. He might wrap around behind him, though. That could be a huge problem if he does, because they'll never expect it. He wants to hold CT instead, though, because he's through the smoke, and they won't know that he's there. So he walks out for one, follows it up on another. It's Rops that gets it all, and you're absolutely right. He baits them perfectly. So Brokey waits up inside of the apartments at this point in time with the AWP. Rops will play the stairs and support that position with the rifle. Should the AWP have a chance to run down the hall, he will be covered as a result. And here we go. Inter's walking into this. Needs to be careful. That Chicken could reveal his position. He baits out the shoulder. Chicken doesn't move. A little stoic guy. Fires the shot. No one running after him. Rops holds his position. Realizing they're already out middle, he nails one. Uncertain as to where the rest of the attack comes from. He'll clear the boiler position. And they won't go around the wall. They won't swing in the door behind him. So he should be clear to get away at this point.
Man, between Kerrigan outcalling the hell out of players and Rops putting on this kind of a show individually, this has just been incredibly dominant. There's been no chance for players to stay in this game. Brokey with eyes on Wrap. They don't know numbers just yet. It might not matter. That's Kerrigan. Headshot onto Nafany. Bomb drops forward as well. Inter's even showing through the smoke, and I don't even think any of this matters. 6 seconds, bomb is gonna go down. Nade coming in, that's certainly gonna get at least one. Exile's down for the count, it's just Shiro remaining.
Solid first map from Faze.